So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more of the Dragon Age Awakening. This time around, we started this last time around, and well, we're able to at least save this location from the Darkspawn attack, though there was very interestingly indeed even a Darkspawn that talked, which is a very interesting thing. I did still go back and sell a few extra things because I was looking at I still had 90 things in here, so at least to sell a few more things. I have a ridiculous amount of these ingredients of all sorts anyways that really one way or another I should get rid of. So should maybe look into the trap making. Still have too many swords to be honest. At least got rid of one of the axes. Then some of the armors at least that were the most useless, and a few amulets, and I think there was a ring too. Belts, definitely a few belts. So that at least got a few more out of the inventory. There was that one plate that could be anyways really good, but probably should anyway sell this cheese knife too. That I'm not gonna be using. Duncan's wood I don't feel right selling regardless. So we shall be keeping that around, that's for sure. But okay, so we should be going and starting to talk to people, I'd say, and reading books that have been left here for us to read. Like this. Let's start from here, considering we just sold to this guy. The first Warden. I do wonder who is the first Warden. The nominal leader of our order is the first Warden, but you can expect little assistance or guidance so far from the Underfells. Even those close to Weissap learn to suffer alone. The murmurs are true. The first Warden is often embroiled in the politics of the Underfells and has little opportunity to consider worldly matters. I would like to believe it is a matter of survival, not of political self-interest. I guess the first Warden doesn't mean that it's actually the first in history, but rather a little different, as in the first, as in most important one, kind of like leader, maybe. Know that your mission is vital. You carry the hopes of our order. If the highest among us holds noble titles outside of the Underfells, perhaps we will be better situated when the next flight comes, as we all know it must. A confidential report for the Warden Commander, as in us. I wonder if this remembered the fact of what I had read before. Or not. It has the blight at least read, so maybe it does. Then I guess I can be going and continuing reading here at some point or another. Probably not for a while. Alright, should we already talk to our companions? Or... I'll have a look into... Oh, I guess I would have had also a personal storage in here that I could maybe go and put stuff in. Maybe, possibly. Well, that's cool. Kind of found out about that a little too late, to be frank, but... As in, if I had known about this yesterday, for example, that would have been good. Well, I'll put at least Duncan's sword here then, considering that. Well, I didn't sell anything too precious, but yeah. It is nice to have something like this though. Don't think I will be putting any of these into use immediately, so I could also put those into there. This is the gift that I haven't given to anyone, at least at this point, so Warden's Oath I will never use, but I do need to keep it. Don't think anyone will be using this Pearl of the Anointed. Templar armor. I just felt wrong selling it, even though I don't think anyone will be using it, considering it's made of steel. But it's a cool armor. It's the one that Alistair used for a while, long time ago. That can be dropped. And also these things. Maybe these things will be used at some point, maybe not. All of these gloves and... Should this too? Knight Commander helmet? Not sure. That's a pretty good looking one at least. Maybe can go back and have a look into here when, well, someone needs something for use. Let's drop all those ice arrows at least if I'm not gonna sell them yet. Spellweaver, Warden's Companion, these two axes, Blightblood, Keening Blade. The Blightblood would also be pretty darn good weapon, but I don't have that much strength to begin with. But yeah, considering it has poison venom, I guess all the time, more critical chance, attack is pretty good. Damage is a huge amount, of course, more than my daggers, but I like to use daggers with her nonetheless. But then the plus 15% to critical backstab damage, now that is pretty good. Pretty good, I gotta say. So, yeah, it could definitely be a good weapon to use if I just so choose. And alright, let's store those things when I noticed. Then another book. Vassals and their liege. Some kingdoms rigidly define the rights of vassals and their duty to their liege. In Ferelden, a relatively new kingdom, the Arls and Arleses theoretically command their Arlings, Pans, and Lords. In practice, those lessers often zealously maintain their independence. Some Ferelden vassals must be goaded instead of ordered, swayed, not ruled. Vassals owe military obligations to their liege, yet often deny even sworn oaths and signed contracts. In contrast, the vassals expect their liege's protection despite provocation otherwise. A successful Ferelden liege applies force, persuasion, and duplicity in equal measure. From the Guide to Statecraft, published anonymously. Makes sense, though. Trickster's tunic. That seems interesting enough, though, yeah, it's still worse than the one I have, but yeah, pretty good dragon bone armors and all that. Ambassador Sira. Verses of Dreams. Grandmaster Hail rune tracking. Seems like an interesting one, certainly. Do need to check that stuff with him later on, that rune crafting. Certainly, I'd say.
All right.
The Warrior's Heart. A lot of books as gifts. Probably, I could imagine Anders might like them considering he's a mage, but I can't be sure nonetheless. Dumat's Pine. A lot of critical backstab damage from that one too. Does require a lot more strength though. It's something to consider, however, certainly. Something certainly to consider. Well, let's start by talking to Okren. He's our old good buddy. Then we'll talk to those guys, then to Ambassador Sira, and then Anders maybe. There is a cask here too, which I'm kind of tempted about to know. So Okren, how did you decide to come here to become a Grey Warden yourself?
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
Aw.
Ooh, I think a blister on my foot just exploded. Need something pummeled? Just say... Ah! Who's there?
You having fun drinking? Did I startle you, Okren?
I was just keeping my nose to the dust. You know, watching out for the Schliets. One of the lads here told me about the Schliets. Said they're common in Ferelden. They lie on the ground, looking like ordinary pairs of pants. Until you turn around. That's when they strike.
I think you've drank a bit too much. Oh, those Schliets. As in pants, I guess.
Right. You've heard of them. Pants that eat your eyeballs. After they're done with you, they just wander off on their unnatural pant legs.
Pant legs? Oh, you weren't told the best part, Okren.
Best part?
Yeah. Now I'm interested. Do I wanna tell him that they're not real? To make him a little bit, but he already believes into all of this. Oh my goodness. Do I wanna say that it lays its eggs in your empty eye sockets? It's pretty terrible thing to say, but it would be funny. Sure, like what's the harm to believe in the pand monsters, right? It lays its eggs in your empty eye sockets.
Come on, what kind of moron you think I am? Schliets don't lay eggs. That's preposterous. Thought to fool me, did you?
Aw, Okren disapproves. I guess I should have told him that they're not real.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word. Hey, I gotta thank you for saving my hide today. There was that guy, and he was all, "Grr," and I was, "Grr," but then I got hit by an arrow, and then I fell over, and it was meep, but you were there, and you were all, "Roar."
Great.
Spectaculous.
Great descriptions. Happy to help, Okran. Always happy to help.
I'm gonna drink to you, Commander. Here's to the... Here's to the...
Well, at least he started to approve a little bit when I said just that. Now he's +1 neutral. He can level up, by the way. Is it just this, though? If it's just that, then okay, there's something in here at least. Was there also... No points in the air. What shall we do? Well, I don't think there's a lot of reasonable choices, so I don't know if I'm gonna do anything then, to be honest. So you people.
Warden Commander, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mistress Wolsey, sent by order of the First Warden at Whitehart. I'm to act as treasurer of the Arling of Amaranthine. He believed local men could not be trusted for this post.
One of those local men is right here, Mistress Wolsey.
I have every confidence in the Vigil's loyalty in the matter of arms. But gold corrupts even the most resolute soul.
That is quite of a distance. You are from Weishaupt?
Not Weishaupt itself. I'm from many places. I go where the Wardens command. Sir, the Arling is on the brink of economic collapse. Trade must flow. Merchant caravans are being systematically attacked somewhere along the Pilgrim's Path. It is the only route that can reliably provision an army, feed a city, and maintain civilization.
I am new to the Airline. Which road is the Pilgrim's Path?
It is the road here from Denerim. You can see why it would be important. In the city of Amaranthine there is a trader, Mervis, whose caravans have been hit particularly hard. He may know where along the road the Darkspawn, or whatever they are striking.
Sure. Does seem like something that we should be taking care of. So have you ever been to the Weishaupt then?
No. It is far to the north. The fortress is said to be impregnable. It still has the areas where the griffins of old would breed. But their like will never be seen again.
But why exactly even? Why? Why did they die? So why does the First Warden care about Amaranthine to send you here?
About the Arling? He does not. But about the implications? A great deal. When Warden Commander Dryden was cast out of Ferelden generations ago, it created a dangerous precedent. Her true story, and that of the Warden's exile, is one you yourself uncovered at Soldier's Peak, at great personal risk.
True.
We are now presented with another precedent. Wardens owning lands and commanding fealty from lesser nobles. If your Arling succeeds, it will be an example to other kingdoms that Wardens are important, blight or no.
Interesting indeed. That then I guess in most other places either Wardens don't still have a place like this as an actual like a Arling location. So intriguing. So the First Warden sent only a treasurer, as in you. We would also need wardens, though.
The Fereldans are a proud people. They are proud of you, especially. Had the First Warden sent foreign fighters, it would have caused great distrust amongst the locals. Barrel was specifically chosen as seneschal because he commands great respect here.
I guess that's understandable. That wouldn't be wanting to just send all sort of people. Well, that will be all, Mistress Wolsey.
Very well, Commander.
The Righteous Path, a new quest. What about you, Captain Caravel?
Commander,
This is Sir Garavel, the new captain of the guard.
I have a matter to bring to your attention.
I wouldn't be surprised. Is it something very important?
Potentially urgent. The Orlesians, wardens, I mean, Began gathering information while they were here. The most promising lead they found was a wild tale a couple of hunters told.
All right. What did the hunters claim?
These hunters, Colbert and, well, the other one, claim to have stumbled across an entrance to the deep roads. Darkspawn all over the place, they said. And this was before the fiends appeared throughout the whole Arling. The Wardens were just about to send someone to track down Colbert.
Okay, interesting. So where is Colbert now?
Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. Probably amongst the refugees outside the city gate. Commander.
Can't talk to you more about it?
Commander.
So what do you know about the Darkspawn attack on the Vigil?
My predecessor, Captain Rullans, and much of the senior staff were inside the keep proper at the time. How they met their fates is unknown. All we know is Darkspawn swarmed the keep.
But it was also a good point before that the hunters might have found like a breeding ground of the Darkspawn, which is a good point, especially considering after that the place was overrun pretty much. How many soldiers survived the attack on the Vigil?
Barely any, truth be told, and none of the Wardens. But there are many soldiers still out patrolling the roads between here and Amaranthine. We can recover from this.
Going to be tough, though. Do you know where the Darkspawn come from?
I talked with the dwarf Voldrick earlier. It's his belief, and I concur, that they came from the keep itself. The deep cellars go very deep indeed. Voldrick suspects the Darkspawn found a hidden route into the keep.
Makes sense. The old places would have escape routes and stuff like that, so it's definitely possible. So the Darkspawn leader talked. I heard him.
That is disturbing, Commander. But all throughout the lands we've heard rumors. Tales of new Darkspawn. Terrifying ones, forged out of nightmare and shadow. Something grave is afoot.
Certainly is. I do wonder about it.
Good day, Commander. Commander.
Report on the situation in the Arling.
Grim, sir. It seems as if every Darkspawn in the kingdom has been driven here. The soldiers are split between protecting the Vigil and the city of Amaranthine. Scouts report Darkspawn throughout the Arling and amassing. Where the soldiers aren't patrolling, the land is dangerous, Commander. Very dangerous.
Well, at least now there's 3 Grey Wardens. It's better than when we were fighting the Blight, considering there was only 2 of us with Alistair for most of the way. Alright.
Good day, Commander.
Did you have anything else that I could ask?
I'm here to serve, Commander.
Nah.
Very well, Commander.
You then.
To business then. Ole sent a dozen wardens to the Vigil to await your arrival. Nearly all died in the attack, but Kristoff is still in the field.
Okay, 1 person is off in the field. Cool. Why was Kristoff in the field?
The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Darkspawn weren't going to ground with the Blight ended. Kristoff was sent to track down some leads. A fortnight ago, he left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine.
I do hope that I can still go and talk to him there too. I might even load if I can otherwise, because I do want to be able to talk to everyone. We'll see. Did Kristoff reveal anything of what he had found?
He did, but not to me. The wardens keep their own counsel.
I guess that makes sense. So Amaranthine isn't really small, so how will I find him?
Only so many places travelers visit. I check the inns and taverns.
Makes sense. Why aren't the Darkspawn returning to the deep roads? Now that is the big question. I don't think anyone has the answer to that.
Wiser men than I have worried over that. One of the wardens said the Archdemon's strength gave the Horde some semblance of purpose. If they found some other purpose...
So is there anything else, or can we talk of other matters?
That's the only thing that needs immediate attention. Do you want something else, Commander?
So what do you do here as a seneschal?
As much as you like, sir. Generally, the Keep's seneschal takes care of day-to-day matters. If anything important arises, I'll alert you.
Good. Can you tell me about the Vigil's keep?
We call her the Vigil. She's been around for a long spell. They say the Alamari barbarians first built a fort here to stop Tevinter incursions from the lowlands of the Waking Sea. They say that the castle is built on a mountain of bones. Much death here.
I guess that would make sense then, that there's even more with the Darkspawn and everything. Alright. Cool. Awakening. The Awakening. But yeah, I guess I just gotta be leaving from here when we are ready, which is good that I can choose it like that myself. So, Ambassador Sira.
The Tower of Magi has sent me as an ambassador, Commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need?
Ah, so you are like Sarel now and can put all sort of runes in the weapons and all that. Do you have any runes for sale?
Certainly.
Alright. If I had any idea about any of these things anyways. Requires rune crafting. This stone is incredibly thin, yet not brittle at all. Etching ancient. So at least things that will allow the craft. Battle mage, let's buy that too for sure. Charging into the fray, not just for large men with swords. A guide to the philosophy of the battle mage. Gotta at least see how that would be. Sure, let's buy a few of these, so maybe we can craft something. I don't know. Is it like one per each? Etching agent. Unless we have enough gold for now. Evasion rune tracing does sound interesting, but... Expert. So many different things here. Let's at least try to get the evasion rune tracing, because I don't know, it sounds like a good one to me. Willpower, immunity rune, okay. Chance to avoid missile attacks, that is nice, though this is just a novice. Constitution, slow. And then these are of course the normal weapon ones almost. At least. These are all novice anyways. Wonder if one has to make a novice one before they can make a better one. But battle mage is now also at least unlocked. So let's have a look into you at least. But I don't know. Keeper seems like that could be a cool one. Minor combat health regeneration. Well, of course I can take this, and still I could take the Keeper too, which could be nice. Ah, yeah, Keeper is like for the Dalish. Some mages specialize in spells that permit them to engage in combat from afar. Battle mages, by contrast, prefer to wade into the fray alongside their paddle-wielding companions. At least that goes well with Arcane Warrior if one would want to make one, use both of those. Close enough to read the fear in the opponent's eyes, their spells primarily concern personal preservation as well as control of the elements in their immediate surroundings. It's definitely interesting, but I don't know if I should take it or not. I do not know. Do like regeneration, but this was the mages learned to amplify the effects of each of the elements, increasing any lot and damage inflicted by other attacks while the spell is active. Yeah. I could try to take the repulsion field, like if there's really badly some people trying to attack us, then maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let's take the regeneration for now, I guess. Maybe. So, Anders, hello.
Should we get a move on?
Ah, can't talk to you better, eh?
Should we get I wish I could tell the first enchanter I'm a Grey Warden now. Maker, I hated that bastard.
Oh dear. You hated Team A. Oh yeah. Also. You tear antlers. Can you use these? I guess not here. I wish you could. But okay, I guess that's everything here for the moment and time being at least. So I think we're ready to go and head on forward. So let's go. Well, yeah, who will join us? I wonder.
Yes.
I think there isn't many choices at this point. Let us go then. The three of us. Only 30 years ago, indeed. Indeed. Quite a bit of a loading.
Blimey, Commander of the Grey. Right. A while back they caught a thief in the Vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him. Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking, they said he might make a good recruit.
Well, he still might then, considering gave one of the wardens even a black eye. Where is the thief now?
He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did.
Alright, show them to me.
Just give me a moment.
Ah, these sort of letters. But of course, we will be, doing whatever there is. So, a daughter ransomed. Commander of the Grey. I am Sir Edgar Bensley, a faithful vassal. My daughter and sole heir, Aileen, has been kidnapped by Mosley the Snake's vile lot of miscreants. My fief is small but my means meager, and they have demanded 30 sovereigns in a time frame I cannot meet. I pray you will intercede on my behalf. The ransom is to be delivered to the abandoned chantry by Forlorn Cove. If you produce the ransom, I swear by my fate in Andraste that I will repay you in time. You and my gentle daughter, go with my prayers, Sir Edgar Bensley. I will do that, of course. Can't leave the daughter to die. For that reason, we have enough gold. Far afield, most honored commander, ever since my husband passed, I've been looking after my family and the hired hands. But the Darkspawn have been getting worse. We've a Templar who sheiks on us occasionally, but there's a limit to what he can handle. If you can help my family, we'll tell Lord Eppelprek you're a friend. I fear we may not have much time. Goodbye, Valena Turnnoble. Sure. I shall do both of these things to you, of course. Always. If only I had any idea what I would want to take with you. It's like these are completely useless to take, so I would just like to save for these. But on the other hand, yeah, I guess I can save, because I don't know yet what I would like to take for you from the warrior talent citer, and I'm sure there would be something way more enjoyable over there, so yeah. The place actually has peoples. That's fun.
Seneschal Verrill is ready for you in the throne room, Commander. Your vassals await.
No more messages, right?
Just give me a moment.
Yeah. Oaths of fealty. What does that now mean? The nobles are waiting to swear fealty to you. Meet them in the throne room. Not yet. I just outside. Exploring and investigating.
We have to come all this way. It's cold here. Very cold.
Wait.
Not that cold. The wardens have been some of our best customers, and they need us.
I miss my shop. This place is so drab. It offends my sensibilities.
Andraste preserve me.
You, weirdo, who somehow got Master Wade to escape before as a demonic weird person in Darkspawn Chronicles. I don't know if that's still real. Are you not actually a demon in disguise? And I'm not sure if you think that I've been the best business partner for you, but hey, maybe I have been.
Ah, Warden Commander. I represent Master Wade, the finest.
And bloody coldest. I can't feel my fingers.
finest armorer in Denerim. We thought that you might have need of an armorer.
Master Wade, I remember you, the trick scale armor, right?
My one glittering moment. The highlight of my career. And now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's Keep. Vigil! Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets.
Does get quite something. What brings you here?
This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh!
So Alistair paid you guys, and that's why you're so much nicer now. Well, my men will be needing armor, that is certainly true.
Providing arms and armor for common soldiers. Oh, the indignity. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal. Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons, stone clubs?
Wade has a point. He's happiest and fastest when presented with a challenge. If you come across any deposits of ore, let us know.
Certainly. Certainly I will. Absolutely.
Of course.
Okay, let me see your wares indeed. I'm sure you have indeed a lot of cool stuff. Eh? With strike skin gloves. Rain swept. That's an expensive one. 122 freaking gold coins. It is a good one, but I still like the battle dress of the provocateur. It is basically better anyways. Clamshell plate armor. Seems like a good one. Mage Hunter. Up swords, damn it. That's a very good shield. That would be something I might like to buy someday, but right now I anyways need to sell, reserve the 30 gold. Guardian though. Focus, what's this? Ah, this tome allows the reader to relocate his or her attributes, killed and spells or special it is destroyed in the reading. There's a lot of them that one can buy. That is good though. I probably at least should get one of them. I think so. And let's get the Guardian. I should sell something more then though, because yeah, if I don't, that would be kind of unfortunate situation. Well, what could I sell that is valuable enough? Now that's a good question. What could be valuable enough? Let's at least sell the Chevalier's Mace and this. Sure. I can still sell these even though it is a good price, but well, I guess I should be saving some armor too. I need 10 more gold pieces for that one thing anyways at the moment. So that's a bit of a problem. They're obviously enough not gonna ever sell that one. Cancel that. Then probably some of the arrows or... Where were the arrows? I'm certain I had some, yeah. I don't need to have these ones. So that's a few more gold pieces. What then though? What then that could be valuable enough? Like this is sure, but... Guardian indeed has been unlocked. Let's have a peek. Yeah, you can't do much of anything right now. What about this stuff then? Okay, so you would need a novice of the certain one to be able to make it into journeyman level. Alright, that's how it works. And then you still need also the recipe. And this requires a Master's Tempest Rune, Master Lightning Rune, and then those two things. Still seems interesting. This shape is the closest to the Ancient Winter's game to the concept of zero. This shape? I guess it's something. But Master Tempest Rune. I could easily again go and buy something like that, but I can also worry about it afterwards. I don't have to think about it right away. But okay, you. I will give you the Guardian, because why not, right? +1 Constitution, +5 Nature resistance. Many warriors foolishly believe that they can control the tide of a battle on their own, but the Guardian realizes that allies' survival is as important as an enemy's death. Guardians prefer to protect party members directly, but if necessary they are prepared to make personal sacrifices in order to ensure their companions live. I don't know. That doesn't sound like you though, does it now? Spirit Warrior doesn't either, but... you could be just a champion. Of course. I need to find out at some point at least what those do, but in the meantime I could be using this for myself though, this manual of focus, however. Now we are completely useless. Oh, we're leveling up a lot, eh? 95 freaking points, and then we can choose these all too. Then I will definitely take a shadow, because it's not like I've ever used a duelist, so there really isn't any point to doing that. Now, is there? I won't be putting all of these points yet in, because, well, I don't remember or know how or what I wanted to have. Let's at least increase that to 40 and this to 42, I guess. Because those are the most essential for us, but... And at least the strength to 20 or something, because we know that we will be needing it to at least some degree. And then all of the goddamn things in here. Obviously, that's a must. We will also take all of this, because why wouldn't we? I will take all of these though, because yeah, it would be kind of annoying if I didn't, I'd say, personally at least. Not rune crafting, vitality. Character has consumed small amount of toxic substances to enhance natural immunity. It's going to turn a few nerf bonus to health. Nah, let's take a little bit more of the stamina then instead. Okay. All the assassin traits, yes. It's kind of annoying though that I have to be putting them all here again though. That's the, I guess, the most annoying part about this. Well, and I know what I'm gonna at least be using, but I do need to have a look into the shadow thing too. Like it was this, right, that we especially need. Sharpness Mind, Cunning modifier to affect the damage. Yes, service, that's definitely something we need. And think this too. Evading physical attacks, yeah, definitely. We need that one. We need at least lockpicking. Stealth hasn't seemed quite as useful in here as it seemed previously, which is kind of unfortunate, but yeah. Alright, I have to have a look into that stuff too then. Then the dual weapon, at least the passive ones, of course. And I do love these so much that I will be taking all of them for sure. Then I started to take this. This was the passive that... The character is a force of nature when wielding two weapons, gaining permanent bonuses to melee critical chance and critical damage. Twin strikes now inflicts additional bleeding damage. But overall, anyways, gaining permanent bonuses to melee critical chance and critical damage is good. That requires a lot more dexterity, which we can easily get, but it's good to have a look like what these are even required, because it's not like I could be remembering exactly that at this point. What about these shadow things then? Couldn't take all of them anyways, but what about the start? While this mode is active, the shadow flits in and out of concealment. Because enemies cannot concentrate on the character, each hit reduces their interest in the attacker. This mode consumes stamina continuously. Sounds interesting at the very least. And then decoy. The shadow is a master of misdirection, creating a personal decoy that keeps enemies occupied for a short time while the actual character escapes in stealth. Interesting. I do like them well enough. Don't know if I should be putting both of those into there though, considering I still don't have all of these in any way or anything of the sort. These are at least all activated abilities, none of them are passive. So not as good as some of the other ones. But yeah, stealth hasn't seemed quite as good. This passive, of course, I think I need to take too, right? Yeah, definitely. This one isn't that necessarily, in all honesty. Like, it can be good in some situations, but... And then the Heart Seeker. That also requires way more dexterity, so let's just do this first. I can at least equip my things that I really am using and need. Because I'm sure that I can at least pretty much equip the things that I should be having in here. Well, 24 strength into the battle dress of the provocateur. See, things that I can't remember how much I needed which things for sure with. Something like 50 were required into this, but then it seems like right to have this into 52. Maybe I can add this to 30 and then I'll think about the last points. Let's at least equip the things now, so we don't need to be naked here in the middle of them all. Doesn't sound that fun to me. Okay, the rings I was at least most able to still keep. The key of the city was dropped, but that's fine. The amulet of the accord. Yeah, I think I were using that. And that one. I think it was just simply this. And these. And then one of these. Now I don't remember which one it was that I was using. That seems correct, yep, look-wise. That's the one. Would be nice if we could be without the cap, to be honest, considering how it looks kinda stupid. Maybe we could be without a hat for a change. We've been with that goddamn hat for so long. You look nicer without one. Oh boy. Like I said, all this stuff that have to be now reorganized all over again. Let's at least put all of this stuff into here. Mark of Death, somewhere over here. Momentum separately, because we will be using it a lot. Guess those can be there. I guess, maybe. All of these I will be using quite a bit, I'd say, so they can be like this. At least we don't have that ridiculous amount of skills that it's absolutely so ridiculous of how to get those or how to put those. Okay, let's just have a look into here then first. What things would we be able to have and like to have? These are activated and sustainable abilities, so a little bit different, however. This character strikes at the legs of the surrounding enemies, imposing penalties to movement speed and attack speed for a short time. If an opponent is already bleeding from twin strikes, it slips and falls to the ground as well. Interesting. So do twin strikes first, then you can try to do the low blow. And then this would be Unending Flurry. The character singles out an enemy for death, stabbing it quickly and repeatedly, consuming a small amount of stamina with each hit. And the assault continues until the target dies or flees, or until the character misses or runs out of stamina. If the target is bleeding from twin strikes, each swing becomes critical hit. If the target is slowed by a low blow, the character cannot miss. Wow, so if you like do first the twin blades, then do the low blow, and then do the Unending Flurry, you have the best chances of getting everything done. Does sound cool. Just a question how well I will be able to use it, but it does sound cool regardless. I do wonder how well I'll be taking those. I can't have all of the stealth anymore though, for example, either, so... Of course, like I said, I don't think the stealth was nearly as good here, and at least now when I have the shadow thing, maybe that can replace it. But yeah, the shadows hasn't, or the stealth hasn't felt like it's been able to work nearly as well as one might have loved. What about this then? The rogue strikes with great precision, attempting to fell weakened enemies in one last blow. If the attack is successful, a target of elite rank or lower is killed instantly if its health is already low enough. If the attack does not kill, it inflicts a critical hit instead. Guess it's alright. Then Ghost sounded good, right? The rogue melts into the shadows, completely evading enemies' physical attacks for a short time. Yeah, if you are under attack, that seems really good. Weak points. While this mode is active, the rogue seeks out enemies' weak points, striking each target in a manner that increases All damage the foe suffers for a short time, no matter the source of the damage. And then Flicker. The rogue's deadly speed is unmatched. Within the targeted area, the rogue disappears in a blur, sprinting from target to target to backstab each of them. Those two sound really good too, though. I do want to try this one out too, even though this one seems real cool. I guess I'll save... Well, I couldn't take it anyways yet, I need level 26, so that's a okay thing, I guess. Kind of a shame not to have the stealth, but yeah, I don't really see how I would be able to have it right now, in all honesty. So let's at least have the few more points of into all of these, I guess, and then one at least to the strength. Sure, have 32 strength, so I have a little bit more chances or choices at the end of the day. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, I of course have now even more new skills, so would need to have a look into that. Coast is almost like the stealth. Almost. Almost. Have to try to think. This one I will never actually use, so I might as well go and put it into there because I know I won't be using it. Basically the first skills here are something that other than dirty fighting I will most likely not use. Almost at all. Anyways. But the twin strikes went really well with the... Like these are the original ones. Then we could have the ones from here. Because they all go together, sort of. Then the momentum, and then that's just the heart seeker. Guess I could have it with these, because it just feels kind of more natural. Weak points, heart seeker, and then this one is the coast of being almost invulnerable to damage and stuff. Guess that goes okay-ish. Thank you, Heren. And Master Wade.
Forcing me to come to this dreadful turnip keep. Oh, the indignity.
Yes, Turnip Keep, yes, that's exactly it. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.